formal etiquette for Caucasian men of power, prestige, and high social status. Refer to each other as madam, refer to each other as she, her, and refer to each other with a title such as mistress. And we could also include Barack Obama as mistress, um, former Madam President Obama, Madam President Trump, Madam President Bush, former Madam President Bush. Um, all Caucasian men of power and prestige should be referring to each other as if they were women, as a matter of etiquette and style. And this should be done as this should become the formal practice to reduce the drama and to enhance levity and humor. And instead of saying, "Oh, we're so tough, we're killing each other," ooh, okay, escaping into the fake death hoax, running away to preserve your masculine identity, running away to preserve your masculine prestige. That's not what we should be doing. We should be humorous. And I would say we can see that humor in the name of the president of Turkey. And his name is Recep Tayyip Erdogan. And it seems like it seems so silly that his name, it's the thing that's pronounced as the J in Recep, it looks like a C, like receptive. And then Tayyip, it sounds like a yip, yip, like a dog, yip. And then Erdogan, error dog on. And that is a real albatross of a name for an Islamic leader to use. And I think it's probably a fake name. It just seems so silly. So there's some humor there in the name of the president of Turkey. And then Bashar al-Assad, his name was funny. His name is funny because it sounds like Basher, like gay basher of ass had. That's funny. And then his father's name was Hafez al-Assad, maybe because his head was large, and so the joke is that he can't wear a fez. A fez is too small of a hat for him, maybe. And then there was Yasser Arafat. Yasser, like that song, Yasser, that's my baby. No, sir, don't mean maybe. And then there was Nasser, and that's like, no, sir. And then Nasser, what was his? Abdel Nasser. And then there was Gaddafi, and that maybe was about Daffy Duck, and maybe it was a joke about he's God. So anyway, there's some funny names here and there in the Islamic society. So if we would refer to we would refer to the president of the USA as Madam President, and we would refer to the emperor of the British Empire, we could call him Empress. What's his name again? Empress Charlene, Empress Charlene, and we could call the emperor of the Roman Empire, who is known as King Felipe, we could call him Empress uh, Filipina, and the Grand Custodian of the mosque in Saudi Arabia. We could call him Empress uh, Mohammedina, Empress Mohammedina, and and the president, of course, would be always be called Madam President. So all the world rulers who are Caucasian should refer to each other with a woman's title and a name, a woman's form of a name, and also refer to each other as she and her. And and it's sort of like a verbal form of wearing drag, I guess. And I just recommend that because of the drama cycle of what we're seeing is men who are clinging to their clinging to the perception of their masculinity with too much strenuous, uh, a strenuous sort of clinging to their perception of their masculinity, which is undignified and unfortunate. So I think we should be, anytime a man gains any significant wealth and power, he should be referred to as if he were a woman. And that's what all the Caucasian leaders should say to each other. And everybody try to stop acting so dramatic. Um, and, well, I do think that George Bush should be called Madam President, former Madam President Georgia Bush, and Barack Obama should be called former Madam President, and Billy Clintoris, former Madam President Billy Clintoris. Um, and that should be our formal etiquette going forward, and we should maintain that for years until the effect has become no longer considered to be strange, just to have less of um, that strenuous maintenance of masculine self-concept and reputation, because they've gone after my masculinity, which was the best for quite a while. Quite a while, it was just my masculinity was the purest and the greatest, um, and they were so jealous of me. Bill Clinton and George W. Bush and Barack Obama, and Donald Trump, and Emperor Charles in London. They were so jealous of me. They're like, Paul's a Muslim and he's getting all this uh, uh, power. He's getting all this power and he's going to rule over us or something like this. And they were very paranoid and they all ganged up on me. So now I'm suggesting everyone should refer to them as if they were women. And we should maintain that as the etiquette for Caucasian leaders. That's all for now.